Hello, everyone. This is Hari Subramanian, and along with my partners, Stephen Shafran and Chenyu Lee, we're going to be discussing a project for Information Science 2140. It's titled Improving Patient Cohort Identification by Retrieval of Social Determinants of Health Components from Clinical Notes. Patient cohort identification is really an important step, and it's one of the important steps that is really useful in enabling the use of EHR data for secondary purposes, such as research primarily. And social determinants of health are some of those factors that affect outcomes, healthcare outcomes, that are really not studied very well. Broadly, they can be divided into socioeconomic factors, physical factors, health behavior factors, and obviously access to healthcare. In summary, they are the non-clinical covariates that determine how people kind of live, grow, learn, and age over a period of time. The importance of these social determinants of health is that they really help clinicians provide a more personalized recommendation, and they help promoting overall health of the patient as well. Examples of this include education levels, job status, whether the patient's employed or unemployed, income levels, as well as the physical environment they live in, including housing, such as homelessness, as well as behavioral elements such as tobacco use or drug use, and access to healthcare, which includes transportation needs. Extraction of some of these patient information is currently being done from structured data, but for some cohorts, it's not possible to do this from structured data, and using information retrieval techniques is the solution for such problems.
So we aim to build a patient cohort retrieval tool that can incorporate unstructured SDoH data extraction. We will use clinical notes from Mimic3, which is a freely accessed database that comprising de-identified health-related data associated with over 40,000 patients. The Mimic3 dataset contains over 50,000 critical care discharge summaries. We will focus on the discharge notes because it contains comprehensive information of the patient, including what happened in the hospital and the discharge instructions. We aim to tokenize and index in the notes collection, calculate the TF-IDF for each corpus, and build a vector space model to extract the SDoH data. We will query unstructured SDoH components and trace back to the structured SDoH data in the database, return a cohort, patient cohort. We also aim to build a front-end use Shining to showcase our information retrieval engine.
All right, so a brief rundown of the major steps for our project. The first thing we did was we downloaded the Mimic3 dataset, and then we built a database using Postgres on that dataset. And then after that, we extracted all of the discharge summaries, and we made a corpus, and we stored all of the TF-IDF vectors for each of these documents in a file. And then with that, we built a retrieval tool using a combination of a Boolean retrieval tool and a vector space model. So the first thing we did is we take a set of structured elements that we want to extract, and then we make a subset of all the documents that we want using an SQL query. And then once we have that subset, we run the vector space model on that subset of documents using cosine similarity between the query and the documents in order to rank those documents. And then once we get all those rankings, we will run an evaluation using a bunch of keywords relating to social determinants of health. And then after that, we plan to make a simple front end as mentioned before. And then in December, we will present our final results.